We don't have to start at the beginning, not just, yeah.
Wanted to make sure that you're.
Yeah, scroll forward.
When we go to talk.
Only when you go to talk, because then the camera zooms in on you. We will call the meeting to order. There are agendas located on the table outside of the meeting room. This is a public meeting for which public notice has been provided. The proceedings are being broadcast and recorded and can be viewed online at the City of Casper's YouTube channel. First, I'd like to read some informational statements about the meetings. The meeting. Use of cellular telephones is not permitted, and such telephones shall be turned off or otherwise silenced during the Planning and Zoning meeting. When speaking to the Planning and Zoning Commission, please clearly state your name and address. Keep your remarks pertinent to the issue being considered by the Planning and Zoning Commission. Do not repeat the same statements that were made by a previous speaker. Speak to the Planning and Zoning Commission as you would like to be spoken to. Do not address applicants or other audience members directly. Make your comments at the podium and directed to the Chairperson and Planning and Zoning Commission. I'd like to remind everyone present that City Casper Planning and Zoning Commission is a volunteer body composed of members of the Casper community appointed by the Casper City Council. The commission acts as a quasi-judicial panel, making final decisions on some items and recommendations to the City Council on others, as dictated by law. The commission may only consider evidence about any case as it relates to existing law. Commission cannot make or change planning or zoning laws, regulations, policies, or guidelines. We have just about everybody present. We are missing, and we'll excuse Commissioner Ann Rubel. She is absent tonight. Next item on the agenda is consideration of the minutes from the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting held September 12th, 2024. Are there any additions or corrections?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion we move the approval of the minutes.
Okay, Commissioner Winger has made a motion to approve the minutes. Do I have a second? We have a second. Having a motion and a second. Any discussion? All right. Being no further discussion, we'll now vote. I could see the, there we go. Terry, push your button.
Oh. That's right, I forgot it's been so long.
Nick, yours didn't go through. All right.
Yes.
Yep, it worked. It worked. We all voted aye. Thank you. Next will be the scheduled public hearings. Before we get started, just a reminder to all of this evening's applicants that it takes 4 affirmative votes to pass any item, regardless of the number of commissioners present. If any applicants would like to postpone their case in anticipation of the possibility of more commissioners being present next month, then I would ask you to speak up when your case is announced. Case number 1. First case tonight will be CUP 708-2024 concerning a request for a conditional use permit to allow pediatric physical therapy clinic in an R2 one unit residential zoning district located at 3036 East 8th Street. The applicant is the Real Estate Company LLC. Are we gonna? The applicant is the Real Estate Company LLC. Is the applicant or their representative present, and do you wish to proceed?
Mr. Chairman, they are not here tonight because, as the screen indicates, the case has been withdrawn by the applicant. The staff report that you guys received, one of the conditions was parking, and that was insurmountable. Unfortunately, they could not find the necessary parking.
All righty. Thank you, sir. So we will move to the next case, number 2. Second public hearing tonight will be for the consideration of case SUB 709-2024. concerning a request for final plat approval for the proposed Huber Golf Course Estates subdivision. The applicant is Emmerich Huber. Is the applicant or their representative present, and do you wish to proceed? Okay, not yet. Just wanted to make sure you're here. Can we please get staff's report at this time?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Application has been submitted for plat approval to create the Huber Golf Course Estates Edition encompassing 0.98 acres, more or less, located south and east of the intersection of South Oakcrest Avenue and East 17th. The subject property is zoned R2, 1-unit residential, and involves multiple lots that are being combined and reconfigured into 2 new lots. Proposed lot 1 is occupied by an existing single-family structure and is approximately 9,900 square feet in size. Proposed lot 2 is occupied by a large structure with a garage shop on the first floor and a residential dwelling unit on the second floor. The dwelling shop building received multiple conditional use permits in the past, as it was considered to be both an oversized accessory building and an accessory dwelling unit associated with the primary residence on proposed lot 1. The result of the replat is to separate each dwelling onto its own lot, thereby allowing the future expansion of the dwelling structure on proposed lot 2 as a legal conforming structure. Both lots in the proposed Huber Golf Course Estates Edition exceed the minimum lot size requirements in the R2 district, and there are adequate setbacks from the structures to the newly established lot lines. Staff has not included any recommended conditions of approval. We included 1 letter of opposition that we received, and I have 6 exhibits. A is the application for a plat. B, public notice sent to property owners. C, legal notice sent to the Star Tribune. D, photo of the public notice sign on the property. E, memo to the chairperson and members of the Planning and Zoning Commission. And F, letter of opposition from the neighbor at 1742 South Mitchell. And that concludes my report, and I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Ready. Thank you for the report, and exhibits are noted. Anyone on the commission have any preliminary questions for this staff? Nope. Did you respond to the letter of opposition?
Say again?
Did you respond to the letter of opposition?
I did.
That's,
Yeah, it was a kind of a misunderstanding, as you can understand.
yeah.
I was gonna follow up with that and just ask what they were talking about as far as small community. It's gonna be residential, is that correct? So,
Yeah, as you remember, several months ago, Mr. Huber came in and requested a zone change of multiple lots. That was his first attempt at trying to resolve this problem, and it caused a lot of confusion with the neighbors. They thought that there was going to be apartments going in there because of the zone change to a multifamily district. As a result, he voluntarily withdrew that application and came back with this application to kind of alleviate the neighbors' fears.
Alrighty.
so that letter of opposition was more so.
Correct. They're understanding that it was going to be multifamily.
Thanks for the clarification.
Yep.
Do you have something, Andrew?
No.
Oh, okay. Just stretching. Okay. Alrighty. Next, I would ask the applicant and their authorized representative come forward to the microphone, state your name and address for the record, and explain your application to the commission.
Hold on, Paul. We got to get the microphone going. Okay, there we go.
I could hear myself.
All right, go ahead.
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name's Paul Svensson. I'm a surveyor with WLC. Did this plat for him. We were hired by Emmerich to do his survey work, and I guess all I can really maybe answer is some questions on the plat for you. Emmerich was going to be here, but he apparently didn't show up. So.
Probably too cold.
Could be. Could be. He's always got shorts on.
Right.
Yeah.
Anybody have any questions for Paul?
No.
No. All righty. Well, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Appreciate you being
All
here.
right. Thanks.
And now is the time when we ask for members of the audience to come forward, but I don't see any members of the audience here, so seeing nobody wishing to speak with regard to the case, chair hereby closes the public comment portion. Calls for a motion to approve, deny, table, or postpone to a date certain case SUB 709-2024.
I move that we approve SUB 709-2024.
Have a motion to approve. Do I
I'll
have a
second it.
We have a motion to second. All righty. Is there any discussion? No? All right. There being no further discussion, we will now vote. Hit your button again, Terry. There you go. Please count the votes.
With all members voting aye, the motion carries.
All right. So the application for the final plat has been approved. Plat is being forwarded to the City Council with a due pass recommendation from this commission. Staff will be in touch with you shortly to execute a subdivision agreement prior to consideration by council. Okay. Next thing on the agenda is communications. Chair calls for any communications from the commission. Anybody have anything? I had something and getting old, I forgot. Any communication from the community development director or the city planner?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I was just going to mention that congratulations to our chairperson for his successful election. Unfortunately, that means we're going to have an additional opening this year. So
Write your phone number here. You're going to be a counselor. I want your phone number.
So we do have 2 openings and we have advertised for that. So if you know anybody that would be good, please have them send us a letter of interest.
All right. Is our council liaison here? We're gonna have to get a new council liaison. We're gonna talk some. How about the Historic Preservation Commission liaison? And or the Old Yellowstone District liaison?
We did have a meeting last month. Barb usually provides me with a cheat sheet. Craig.
Sleeping on the
But we did talk about Midwest Avenue update. That was supposed to be done by middle of October. It's now middle of November and it's still not done. I don't know, Craig, if you know what the status is of that. And I know we did have meetings last month on the form-based code. I know recommendations are going to be made to council as to some, what I would consider minor changes to that code. I don't know if we have any update on that either, Craig, or that those recommendations have been made. Okay. And there was Christmas hanging activities along Ash Street just yesterday afternoon in front of the Wyoming Plant Company and in front of Jeffree Star's business. That didn't take too terribly long. I think that's about all I have to report on.
Thanks, sir. Historic Preservation Commission selling the Christmas decorations for the M building. I'm not sure how that's going. I missed that meeting. I always end up with my chiropractor appointment at the same time as that meeting and forget to check my calendar before I make those appointments, but I know that that's going on. So any communications from anyone else present? All right. I guess the final item on the agenda this evening is adjournment. Next meeting of the Planning and Zoning Commission is currently scheduled for Thursday, December 12th at 6:00 p.m. Being no further business to conduct, chair calls for motion to adjourn. So moved by Commissioner Eskew, seconded by Commissioner Joe. Any discussion? Everybody voting aye? All right, there to go, Terry.
With all members voting aye, the motion carries.
Meeting adjourned at 6:14 p.m. Thank you, everybody.